Welcome to view my sample Photo Story 3 movie. This sample was primarily made for the workshop to be held during the IMEC conference, the International Maritime English Conference. This presentation kind of follows an outline for a paper a student would write. There's an introduction, the next slide. There's a theory presented, and I exemplify the theory and come to a small conclusion. Mooring operations on board vessels can be dangerous. Parting lines or wires is one of the dangers. As could be seen in the introductory slide, mooring accidents can be serious. The headlines in this slide exemplify the sometimes grave consequences mooring accidents can have. When considering the stress mooring lines can be under, it is easy to imagine how the forces affect a person if something goes wrong. It is therefore crucial to thoroughly plan and prepare for the mooring operations. It is also important that all are aware of the situation and the plan. And here, by the way, it is not the mate giving instructions to the AB. It is the AB explaining the procedures for the new mate on board. The dangers with a mooring operation are probably well known to all seafarers. Snapback zones, for example, can be taught and shown during seamanship lectures. Explicit knowledge is, however, not enough. This kind of knowledge has to be translated into practice. And indeed, this kind of knowledge is often seen only in practice. It is thus what can be called tacit knowledge. Tacit knowledge is described as know-how rather than know-what. The know-what has to be put into practice. Only then it becomes useful. It is, for example, not easy to recognize the seafarers on a forecastle. Or what do you think? It does, however, appear to me that the crew on this vessel have placed themselves in the seafarers. They seem to have internalized the knowledge. One particular danger is to get caught in an eye of a line or a kinked line. The mooring line can pull, for example, a leg of a person with enormous force, causing serious or even fatal injuries. Here we see a crew member demonstrating tacit knowledge about the dangers with the line. He keeps his foot raised in order not to get caught in a possible kink or eye. He lowers his foot only after he realizes that there is no danger of getting caught. It is safe to say that more experienced members of the crew can, and have, put their know-what into practice and turned the know-what to know-how. The know-how is not always explicit and visible to more junior seafarers. It can therefore be a good idea to, for example, paint the snapback zones so that less experienced seafarers do not stand in the wrong places. Finally, I want to thank the Nautical Institute for letting me use their graphics in this presentation.